see. Got it. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, everybody. Today we're gonna talk about overthinking. I have with me Jefferson and Márcio to talk about this topic. If you want to practice, please come with us to practice your English, not just English, but English, Spanish, French, Italian. You're more than invited. To start this immersion today, please, Márcio, could you introduce yourself for us?
Okay, I am Marcio, married. I have three children, two dogs, and I was born in Bahia, but I live in São José dos Campos, contra side of São Paulo. I work in logistics, supply chain, e-commerce. I'm studying ERP, SAP every single day. I'm studying English today now because last year, last year I stopped because the more situation in my life, but I'm I'm bad because of it, but it's okay. And in my free time, I play music instrument. I play double bass, contrabass, since my childhood, and guitar, electric guitar. Yes, I love instruments. And yeah, guys, I think that's it. Thank you for listening.
Pretty good, and welcome aboard again. Good to know that you restarted your English process. Jeff, your turn, please.
Okay, good morning, guys, from TNT. It's a pleasure to be here to return and talk with my best friend from Brasilia, Nondas. I love Nondas. I'm Jefferson. I live in Goiânia, Goiás. It's almost near Brasilia. I'm economist, professor of Catholic University of Goiás, and it's a pleasure to be here to talk about overthinking. It's a very good topic.
Thank you so much, Jeff. I love you too. Elton, your turn, please.
Sure. So I'm a guy from São Paulo, South Zone, Capão Redondo. I'm 31 years old. I have been working as a Python developer. I'm graduated in computer science. Nowadays, I'm working at the health sector. And what else? I have a little daughter. She's 11 years old. In my free time, I like to practice some kind of sports. I'm taking swimming class nowadays. I like to work out. I like to go out with some friends, to listen to pagodes and drink some beers. Yeah, that's me, guys.
Pretty good. Elton, just to know, you have the questions on the chat?
Yeah, all right.
Okay, good. And if you don't know me, guys, my name is Epaminondas Sá. My short name is Nondas. I'm from Brasilia, 29 years old. I love to dance, to listen music, and to enjoy my life. That's me. So let's start this immersion. And to start, the first question: how would you define overthinking? And do you believe it's a common experience in today's society? I brought this topic because for me, I think it's a common problem nowadays, especially because we have a lot of inputs nowadays, cell phone screens, and a lot of information, news, fake news, a lot of things. And I think that it's common, but I wanna know your opinion about. To start, please, Jeff. How do you define overthinking? And for you, it's common nowadays in our society or not? Let me know your thoughts.
Yeah, I believe overthink when you think about a situation, when you think about a problem, when you must to have a decision and you take care of the details You study this a lot, sometimes with multiply scenarios and scenarios, and so in some case you can prolong it, your decision. You can have the right decision, and it's common today in society. I think is yes, especially the guys using TikTok, for example. They all the time they are repeated contemplation, repeated the situation. They think all the time at the same. I had a situation this yesterday with a guy try to explain something, but yeah, that's swollen, not in profound way. For me, this is terrible. This is terrible. But just to finish, in my case, I think overweight and the way I use overweight, I look for to increase information to choose the best solution and not become becomes not to decide. I love to decide. That's it.
Thank you, Jeff. I think I totally agree with you. And I'm taking notes for other topic that you brought a good idea for me. And I totally agree with you. I think so. The new social media like TikTok maybe make the people thinking too much about different scenarios that doesn't exist. So, and a lot of people it's not able to think deeply because of this. So it's a problem for me and topic for other immersion. Thank you so much. Márcio, what do you think about the number one?
Well, so I think everything for me is, yeah, it's very bad, because uh, I think enjoy the day and depend the situation, my opinion, and common. Yeah, that I believe and people or society and everything common, in my opinion. But in my case, and I enjoy the opportunity now. Yeah, that is it. Because overthink, for example, tomorrow a lot for me and very difficult in my mind, you know. And I enjoy the opportunity today. And yesterday or tomorrow, me, yes, tomorrow it's very necessary think. But overthink, I don't think so, because complicated in my opinion, in my mind, for example, it's very complicated. Yeah, for me, I enjoy it now. And overthink now, no, no, no. I, it's a process. It's a process, and time. Yeah, for me, yeah, that's it.
Very good. Just live in the present. So, Elton, and you, how do you define overthinking? It's common or not? What do you think about?
Yeah, I totally agree with all of you guys. I believe that the action of think too much is bad for us, because sometimes we want to achieve some goal, and we think that I don't know, but I mean, we spend the time thinking a lot about that, and we avoid to go there and try to achieve this goal, because we we thinking too much, we create situation in our minds, we create problems. So sometimes I like to to do instantly decisions. I already have had this kind of overthinking. Uh, like I would like to apply for some international interviews or vacancies, and sometimes I think a lot. Well, if I couldn't speak well, if I couldn't express my ideas, so I need to know that I if I not try, I wouldn't uh, improve myself. I wouldn't uh, I don't know, but I believe that everything is the constant, and we need to learn with our uh, mistakes and improve bit by bit. Yeah, that's my opinion about it.
Very good. Very good. And sometimes we suffer more in our mind and in the reality and thinking and thinking and thinking. Normally the situation doesn't exist. It's just uh our imagination. So it's hard. It's so hard.
Yeah, sometimes we create a monster in our minds,
E-
and
Exactly.
in the real world, it's a simple thing. It's just a question, just ask something.
Exactly, exactly. And well, when you said about job opportunities and interviews, things like that, the number two, it's like about this kind of thing. And can you share a personal experience where overthinking had a significant impact on your decision making or emotion? Elton, I want to know from you, do you have other experience like that you overthinking and maybe you this affect your emotion, your feelings, you felt bad, or do you have this experience? Can you share more for us?
Well, I believe that in my last job, I I was trying to get a promotion, but I was thinking too much and created situations in my mind because I don't know, but I had a fear. Uh, what what would what would be the answer? And I didn't do that, but nowadays I have I don't know, I forgot the words, but eu me arrependi. So the way that I could that I follow was to change my work, my job. So I could get a new job in a new position that I was trying to achieve. But sometimes like I said, I created situations in my mind, and I didn't talk with my manager and my boss.
Thank you for sharing your experience. Jeff, do you have some experience to share with us, or maybe someone that you meet? I don't know.
I haven't thousands of experience. I'm just joking. Just kidding. But I have one expression. I undergraduated in economics here in Goiânia. Then I made my master's degree in Goiânia too. And I had to have a big decision about my PhD. I had the opportunity to do this in São Paulo or in Brasilia, UNB. So what I did, I analyze all the pros and the cons of accepted applying in Brasilia and São Paulo, and I think about this. Oh, about the stress, the missing, my family, and so on. Because I had to spend 3 years, 3 years, and I decided to Brasilia because Brasilia is near of Goiânia. I spend all my weekends in Goiânia with my family, but the whole week study in Brasilia at UNB. So I think this is the impact of my decision making, and I think I did the right thing. Brasilia is it's very interesting, the UNB, because you have a lot of persons from around, not just from Brazil, from around the world. I love UNB, and I had the opportunity to know not just guys from all the states of Brazil, but from Argentina, Chile, Paraguay, Ecuador, and so on. Something very amazing.
Yeah, it's a good university and a lot of diversity there. So it's so good. So, so good. Good. Very good. Thank you to share this experience for us. Márcio, and you, number two, let me know.
So I can bad start in my emotions. And I remember at a show. It was going very well, really well in my mind, and play instruments, right? Play instruments. And for me, I was play good, but without me realize, yeah, without me realize about I play, but I play, but it was played very bad. In my in my participation, I didn't see. But my brother, my colleague, uh, did see. Uh, he told me, Mark, but I didn't understand it. I played uh, very bad, a long, long time in the show. Mark, uh, you play bad. In my mind, what? I don't understand it. You told me I played bad. So I remember in my mind, for me, I didn't understand about the situation because I play good this moment. I play good, but my brother told me, Matthew, you play very bad. So I didn't understand. So in my mind, very in my emotion, the moment uh, for me it's very I don't know bad. Yeah, very bad about this because I played very good. My brother uh, told Matthew, you play bad, but I didn't understand. So in my emotion, very very bad about this.
And this kind of situation impacted other shows from you. For example, you had fear about, oh my God, maybe I'm not doing a good job now, and I'm thinking that I'm good. Did you had this kind of thing? So fear to play bad in other shows as well?
Yeah, yes. In my thing, I I I did the participations, for example, not for us. I did participation, but because for me, it's not stuff okay. But but My brother eh, said me, mas nós estamos tudo fora, por exemplo. But I did understand about the the play, you know.
Yeah, I got it. I got it. Thank you. Guys, I will skip for the number four. Number four is, have you observed friends or family members dealing with the challenge of overthinking? And how did it influence their lives? I see a lot of people, especially my friends, dealing with this kind of thing and had anxious because of that, especially anxious. Oh my gosh, maybe I'm not enough to do it. Maybe I can't do it. So think like that, you know. So I think that it's hard. Maybe a lot of people, I think, are comparing themselves, especially because of the social media. I think compare results, my results with other results, and think reinforce overthinking as well nowadays. I see a lot of friends doing this, and it's so hard. A lot of friends having anxious because of that. So it's hard from my point of view. It's so hard. It's a big challenge in general as a society. Um, but I wanna know from you guys about the number four. Elton, please, can you answer first for us? Number four.
Yes, I have some friends that I believe that suffer with unsure, and I don't know, but I believe that nowadays we live under pressure to be well succeed, to have a good house, a good car, to be graduated, and I don't know, but I believe that our society uh, bring uh, this responsibility for us. And yeah, I have a friend. She's a really friend, uh, and sometimes she tell me that she would like to get married. She would like to have a family, and she said that she got anxious. She think a lot about the future, and she's ha she's having some kinds of effects because uh, her body uh, shows some effects like some red, I don't know, manchas vermelhas, and some changes.
Yeah. So we have a lot of examples like that. The body show for us, I think, this kind of thing because it's hard. It's hard. The anxious, the feeling problems, emotion problems, health problems in general. Uh, so hard, so hard. But Jeff, let me know about you. Number four.
Yes, I agree with you. I think the main problem of the world today is anxiety. Anxiety, terrible, terrible. I see with close friends and family members dealing with this all the time because sometimes they create unnecessary doubts, doubts about this, doubts about that, and misunderstandings about this and that, and the TikTok improve in the bad way. For me, it's terrible, and I think this is not so good. It's not so good. This is it's worse the relationship, not just with me, but the close friends, and the point of view of insecurity, I think it's not so good because they can decide. I think you must have action. Action. As I said, you have a lot of information. You must filter all this information, but you may to decide. I don't like guys who cannot decide. For me, it's stressful and it's not so good. And you have not a health relationship, but it's not a health relationship. This contribute to a lot to a cycle of doubts about this and that. And just to finish, all these guys can make the wrong choice. That's the big problem. The big problem. I used to say to members and to friends, if you have something in mind, you must do. If you fail one time, two times, three times, five times, no problem. But you did. You did.
You brought a good point because I totally agree with you. I think everybody can make mistakes. So if you overthinking, it's not a guarantee that you will do the right option. It doesn't mean that you will do the right option. Maybe you will overthinking and to choose the wrong way. And okay, so you can change, you can do again, you can try again. So sometimes we think a lot because of the fear, self-doubt, and things like that. And I think the the worst thing that we can do is don't do any choice. Just thinking, and not be able to do a good choice or any choice. And then your life is not going in a good path. So it's so hard, I think, in general as a society. We are thinking too much and doing less things and just suffer in our mind, inside of our mind, and that's making progress in our life. So hard situation, and I'm a little afraid about the future because I'm not overthinking about, but I'm a little afraid about the future because of this in general as a society. I think it's not good for us in general. And you said about um set goals and things like that. The number five is like about this. How can overthinking impact one's ability to set and active goals, both short term and long term? Uh, what what this kind of thing influence the set goals and the active goals from your perspective, Jeff?
Yeah, I think it's impact a lot. You must have necessary steps toward achieve both short-term and long-term goals. It's important to think about this. What can you do to
You're
achieve the
muted.
short term?
I don't know why, but I can hear you.
I can
What?
hear.
Say something.
Can you hear me, Notice?
Yeah? Can you hear me now? This?
Yeah, now I can.
You can hear me now.
Yeah,
You
I
can hear
can.
me now. It's a
Maybe
beautiful lyrics,
maybe it's
the
my
music. I love
connection. Maybe it's my
it.
connection. Go ahead.
Okay, no worries. But what I was saying, it's important to think about the difficult about the life, the things about the life, and you must have the necessary steps towards the kind of the goals, the short term and the long term goals that you must to achieve. This is very important. For example, I have a lot of problems. I have some students it's okay, but some students with terrible. For example, make a chart for me from Excel. It's okay. They just do the simple chart. They used to say, no, it's not so good. They must do another. And they are Why I must improve this chart, do this, do that, and so on. It's okay, and never do your best. For me, this is terrible. This is terrible. And the other point of view, you must think what's the things that you must do in short and long term. And you will spend most of the time overthinking about the short terms with bad things and to be the best, the best, the best, the best. We will never achieve long-term goals. As you said, Nodas, for example, study or speaking a new language, you committed a lot of mistakes, even Portuguese, you do this. Imagine in English, Spanish, or another language. No problem about this, but you must improve day by day, step by step, because you must think about short and long term. If you can't improve your step day by day, you can think about long term. And the big problem is I saw a lot of guys just thinking about short term in shortcuts, termos, atalhos, all the time. The best way, what's the best shortcut or shortcuts to achieve a goal? And I think this is not so good.
And normally in the easier way, maybe using IA or things like that, but don't trying to do your best. Maybe using other tools to do for them and that want to make progress for themselves. So hard problem, I think. Elton, what do you think about the number 5?
Yeah, I totally agree with Jefferson. I believe that when we overthink, we we get stuck it because when we are learning something, we think that we can't be good in that thing, in that skills or new ability. And for me, what works, it's that I I think that I can be bad in a lot of kinds of sports. Why not? So nowadays I am take some swimming class. I'm trying to start to play tennis because my uncle is a tennis teacher, and I started uh, I don't know how can I say, but when I was a child, I never play with skateboard, and sometimes I could learn that, and I'm enjoy my adult phase to learn things that when I was a child I avoid to do. And yeah, I don't need to be good. I just wish to learn that and enjoy the moment. And sometimes when we were overthink a lot, we wouldn't try that. So yeah, sometimes I think that we just need to get up and go there and try that because the life is short, and uh, it can be worse if you die with regrets.
Exactly. I couldn't agree more with you all. I think there's a connection between short term and long term, as like Jeff said. For example, English or other language. To be a, a good speaker, you should make mistakes. It's normal. It's the process. If you overthinking about, oh, maybe I can't do it because I maybe I will make mistake and I will feel shy because of this. So if you never will progress in English or the language, and normally the people are thinking a lot about the short-term results, but do nothing. For example, I work as a personal training. Normally, the people want to lose weight, but don't do the simple things like, oh, maybe I can eat better, maybe I can do jogging, and no, just think, oh, what supplement can I have to lose weights faster? And do nothing. So just thinking and do nothing, absolute nothing. So it's impossible. Impossible. So normally people thinking too much about the results, especially in short terms, in a short period, but do nothing. Just thinking, and don't try. So it's so hard. And if you don't try, you'll never can achieve short or long-term goals. So it's hard. It's hard. Jeff, are you laughing about the lose weights?
Yeah,
It's
all the
common.
time you talk about this, I'm thinking about the belly, the six pack. How to achieve six pack with my belly.
Everybody can achieve, but just
It's impossible.
thinking and thinking.
And doing nothing.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. It's
Uh,
hard to achieve in doing a lot of things and imagine doing nothing. So impossible, impossible. Guys, let's skip for the number six. Six is about this kind of thing that you are discussing here. Can you discussing the relationship between overthinking and stress or anxiety and any coping mechanism you find effective? What do you think that can do this make this situation better? Let me know. And how do you think this relationship between overthinking and stress, anxiety? Let me know. Let me know, Jeff.
no, go on. Let's go ahead. No problem,
Go.
Elton. I
Okay,
think
go.
yeah, the big point it's a persistent rumination about something that is not so good for you. As I said, if you have a problem, you ruminate it all the time about this bad problem, and for me, this is terrible. You are insisted in doing something that's not good for your health, for your personal life, your professional life, and so on. For me, this is terrible. And how can you fight, or can you modify or to change this? I think that the best way you think about some cases meditations. I really don't like yoga, for example. I have no time to practice this. I prefer Pilates. I prefer, but it's a good way to think about this. And doing exercise in a gym, I think it's very interesting. Reading good books, watching good films. So with all of this, you can balance the perspective of the situation. You can have more equilibrium in your life. In your life, it's a it's a big name, men's sons, corp sons. You have the body and your mind. uh, Everything is okay. You can think about overthinking, and you can think about stress. You can think about anxiety.
Thank you, Jeff. Elton, your turn.
Well, I believe that the overthinking and the stress or anxiety are related because sometimes you have great expectations about the life and you overthink and avoid the right situations. So sometimes you, like I said before, you get stuck it and you don't give the first steps to achieve that goals, that objectives, and it can be bad for you because, like I said, you have great expectations, and you can't do anything to achieve them, and I believe that you create anxious about the future, what you will be in the future, how your life will be, or even if you one day will achieve one of them. I believe that it creates some doubts in our minds, and we feel bad, we feel stressed, and the anxious is part of that because we think a lot about the future, and we forgot to live the present, to start now, to give the first step, and to have patience because I could see that everything is constant. So if you can be good in something now, you needed to start it in the past. Or if I would like to be a good, I don't know, swimmer in the future, I would like to have the concepts now and dedicate my time on that.
Exactly, exactly. From my perspective, I think that in general, especially the new generations, are not prepared to fail. You know, just think about the good results, just think about the success and things like that, but are not prepared to face the frustration. And because of that, I think a lot of people don't try because there's fear, because these people have fear and don't try. For them, I think it's better to don't try than to try and fail and had frustration because of this. I think that we have to filter our thoughts and to face the life as an adult and know that yeah, I will make mistakes, I will fail, I will get success as well, but the life is not a line, straight line that just up, 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 up. So I think that we have a lot of good expectations, but don't prepare for the fail, the bad points in our life. And this kind of thing, I think that the people overthinking because of the fear, and I think that overthinking it's totally connected about fear to make mistakes, fear to fail, and to face this kind of overthinking. I think the best strategy from my perspective is to know that you are learning in life. You will try, you will fail, you will get good results as well, but the process of the life is not a straight line that just up. You have to learn through the life to face problems, and you will face problems and try to face these problems and go and just learn through the problems and go. So I think that from my perspective,
We can listen your beautiful voice, Nondas. You are muted again. Come on, guys. Elton, can you listen the voice of Nondas?
No, I can't hear.
No.
Can be her connection.
Terrible. This is a big problem from Brasilia.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding. Okay, let's skip to what question number 7, maybe, né?
yeah,
Dr. Becky, welcome back, Nondas, to our meeting here at TNT. And now
Thank
it's your
you.
turn to finish.
Thank you. I don't know when I was, but I think that it's important to face your problems and challenge and learn uh, how to face this kind of thing. And the life is down and ups, and it's important to be prepared for them. Maybe that's it. Oh, guys, my connection is not good for sure, yeah, but
You
that's
must
the
pay
life.
the bills. You can, if you can
Yeah,
pay the
maybe,
bills, you can have a good
maybe,
connection.
maybe this is the problem. Maybe. Oh, hard. Guys, let's keep for the number. Let me know. Everybody answered, yes? Yeah, Jeff and
Yes.
Elton answered this question. Um, 7. In your opinion, how does societal pressure contribute to the dense tendency to overthinking certain aspects of life? Jeff, please. And if I fall again, please go ahead.
Okay, okay. As we talking about the guys like you, man, I'm not too old, but you and Elton. I can see the face of Elton, but I suppose he's too young. But I think the social pressure is about expectations, about short term. You must do this, you must do that. You must have results. I think when I was too young, I remember a big boss that I had in the past, terrible. I used to do my best, and all the time he's no, it's not so good, it's not so good. You must improve this, improve that. Oh, come on, guy, it's a lot of bullshit. But what can you do? And the other thing that I'm thinking about is the fear of judgment. Judgment. I think this can contribute a lot to overthink. Yeah, and you fear about this and that. I must do this and that. I don't know if I'm too good in this and that, and this can desire standards that is not so good for you to make decision, because you can sometimes you can obsess over decision, and sometimes this causes unnecessary stress and anxiety. I see this with a lot of students, unfortunately. I'm very worried about this.
Thank you, Jeff. Elton, please.
Yeah, I agree with you, Jefferson. I believe that nowadays we worry a lot about the others thinking. Otherwise, I believe that the social medias contribute a lot with that because on the social medias, some people create a virtual life that other people's would like to follow, would like to have. And I believe that it creates a new standard, a new kind of pattern that other peoples would like to achieve. Like I said before, sometimes we live under pressure to have a good life, to be well succeed, have a good job, and visit the best restaurants or something like that. And I believe that it can be worse, can be bad for us because we are all the time how we can achieve that, how it can be good or even shows for the Instagram people our life, our travel, our plate of food, and yeah, it can be bad. I'm avoiding social medias nowadays because I believe that sometimes you forgot your life, you forgot your family, and you are paying more attention in others' life than your own life. Yeah, that's my opinion about it.
Thank you. I think that It's exactly about Jefferson and you said about fear of judgment. And for example, Instagram, normally the people thinking, oh, I go in some place because it's good to take pictures for my Instagram and the people will like. So
Yeah.
it's a little bit crazy, this kind of thing. Crazy, crazy. Guys, just to finish, number 10, advice. Advice. What advice would you give to someone struggling with overthinking and look for ways to manage it? Jeff, please, advice for these people.
Again, like an old guy, a lot of advice. The first advice, you must to manage your overthinking. You must to think about this, what you can change about this and that, and the pros and the cons of overthinking. So to manage this for me, it's very important. And I also work with IT, and I know I work with Excel and Power BI. And I think it's very important in our case to set realistic goals, to think about the goals. What kind of goal you can achieve at short term, and what kind of goals you can achieve in long term. And this is very important. And not fear of judgment that you said, Nondas. If you have a problem, come on, guys, seek support. Seek support. No matter about the guys. I use this all the time. When I have problem with Power BI and Excel, I seek support for my students. No problem. No problem. What's the problem? Or ask for another professor too. So I think this is so good for me. So seek professional help, like Nondas, to have a six pack, or in other case, like therapy. I really don't
Yeah,
believe in therapy. I don't believe in therapy, but because I used to relax with my books, my movies, my family, and my friends. But if you like therapy, come on.
very good, Jeff. Thank you so much. Elton, advice.
Well, just take your time, take some time to have to breath, to make some reflection about the life, about the basic things that you need to live, and uh, work on yourself. Take care of your mind and body, and we need to look for our own progress, not others people progress, because each each person have your own time, have your own experience, your own, I don't know, lifestyle, and we need to have patience with ourselves and just trust in God and believe that God will provide, but we need to make our part. We need to keep the constancy, to study, to make it happen, and everything will be great.
Thank you, Elton. People, our time is running out. So thank you. Thank you for have me here. And sorry for my connection. And it was a pleasure for me. It's like every single emission that I'm here with you all. Thank you so much and see you the next immersion.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Have a good